Hello and welcome to the Redstone Test Labs Incorporated. As the title implies, we play around and test and experiment with the game mechanics of Minecraft. Alright, so this is the fifth time I've recorded this, so I'm really tired of this. If I mess up, please forgive me. So, first of all, as you can see, we have the level updated to 1.8. And it's you can also see that it's been updated to creative mode. Now, however, something really bad happened when I tried to change from survival to creative mode, and this explains the new terrain behind the logo. So during the process, I accidentally lost my save file, so I had to redo everything, and I mean everything. I mean, I had to remake the logo, which on the plus side, I was able to improve, and I had to redo the entire space. However, I was able to increase the space, so that's a good thing of the facility. And so I did bring some back old things. For example, the sand elevator, the nightclub will be done by the next video, and I got the little area where I can play around with the small contraptions like the T flip-flops and the AND gates and stuff like that. TNT experiment will be done by next video as well. So, and then everything else is new. As you can see, this tower is new. Obviously, it was never in any of my other videos. So this tower is for a request by, hold on one second, let me get rid of that, let me change the time. Alright. Whoops. Time, set hour, 3. Okay, sorry about that. So this tower is made for a request by a user on the Minecraft forums. His name is the Craftinator. So thank you for being the very first request, and I hope I fulfilled your request. So before I explain what it is, I'm going to give you a little bit of perspective. Okay? So let's just say that you've been playing since alpha, and I mean early alpha, and you've been playing on the same map ever since. Okay? And you've mined the crap out of your world. I mean, you've done so much. You've collected all of this diamond, you've collected all of this iron and all this gold. I mean, you've put a lot of effort into this, and I mean a lot of effort. And you got so paranoid in losing this that you literally built this tower. You were so afraid that you got paranoid. Okay? It got to the point, whoops, get rid of that. It got to the point where you decided you made it so that the only way to get in was this door right here, but there's no place there because of this glass. There's no place to put a piston or a pressure plate or a button or a redstone torch. However, the only way you can open it is by placing a redstone torch right there. That's how paranoid you are, okay? By placing a redstone torch in a hidden place, that's quite paranoid. Alright, and the only way you can get inside, the only way you can close the door after you exit is, first of all, you have to place the redstone torch back at the door, then you have to book it all the way over to here, and then book it back to get rid of that redstone torch, then book it back, and come over here before any mobs come in, and you close the door by removing that. Alright. Alright, so this is how it looks like inside. There's this nice little fountain right here, and then you got this. This is how paranoid you are. There's literally nothing in this tower except for that one floor way up there. You literally made it impossible for mobs to get up here unless they somehow are able to scale these stairs real quick. Real well. So then this one little floor right here has, you know, your usual storage with all the stuff that you looted from the mines and strongholds and all that fun stuff, and all the food that you collected, and all that stuff. You have your little bed. Another reason why you're so paranoid is that you honestly believe that the cake is a secret mob that was placed in 1.8, and no matter. And even if you haven't created it yet, it will spawn extra mobs. And the only way to stop these extra mobs from spawning is by creating a cake and placing it in a jail cell. That's the only way to do it. So that's how paranoid you are of this game. Alright? Not just putting you into perspective. Alright? The last thing you have done because you're so paranoid is that you have literally built you have taken the time to carve out a a moat, quote unquote moat. Um, okay, I did not put a moat here, but I have a decent reason. I did get lazy for an okay reason. I say it was a good reason, but you will understand once I finish this. So here's the request. Okay, I know, finally, right? So anyway, this tower was okay. So basically, what the Craftator requested was that there's a tower that looks normal in the middle of the day, but at night, a lake of lava will appear around it. Okay, so I decided to take up the. So I decided to take this up a notch. Ha ha. Take it up a notch. Yeah, that's lame. Anyway, by placing a by having it. Oh my gosh, I did that again. By having it so that in the day there's a moat of water around it, and at night there is a moat of lava around it. So the lava. Okay, so under the water, pretend there's water. Okay. Under the water are these pistons, okay? All of these are pistons. And right here, under all of these blocks, are blocks of lava. And they are being held back by these pistons. So at night, the pistons will retract and let loose of the lava, and it will remove the water at night as well, and then the water will come back in the day, and the lava will be removed in the day as well. So now there's one problem with this. I have to mention this first. First of all, actually no, hold on, start over. Okay, so the way this works is that there's a light sensor. Okay, if you want to figure out how to make it, look up EthosLab and look up his light sensor V2 video. He'll show you how to make it there. Now, the problem is that if you have the okay, the transition from night to day is fine. I mean, the lava goes away immediately and the water comes back. However, at night the lava will be added immediately, but the water will not be removed immediately because water set up like this will take time to be removed. So you have to have a delay for the lava to be released. However, if you want the full effect, where the water and the lava, however, if you do not want a delay between the lava and the water, from the transition between night and day, you have to have this thing called a delay changer. Okay, I don't know if this is done before, I have no idea, but I haven't seen anything like it. Okay, basically what the delay changer does is that, basically alright, I'm just going to show you right here. This is the delay changer right here. Okay, once the button is pressed, there's a 2-second delay. Okay, and once the button is pressed again, there's a 1-second delay. So every time the button is pressed, the delay changes between those two different delays. So 2-second delay, 1-second delay. Okay? Now, the way this works is that the button is hooked up to a circuit that forks off into 3 different directions. One goes to this T flip-flop, another one goes to one in the middle, and then the other one goes to this AND gate. Okay? And this T flip-flop is inverted from the rest of the other T flip-flops. So once this button is pressed, this button right here will turn off this torch, therefore releasing a pulse because of this T flip-flop to this other T flip-flop. Okay, and this T flip-flop will have a delayed will send a delayed circuit over to this torch. So this torch will be turned off after a delay. This is where the actual delay change is at. Now once the hold on time. Yeah. Don't want daytime right. I mean, I don't want night right now. Okay, so anyway. So then once the button is back to the beginning. Once the button is pressed, it'll also send off a circuit to this one, which turns to the T flip-flop, and the T flip-flop will turn on, which turns off this torch. So after a delay, these two torches will turn off, and it will turn this on. turn the output on after a 2-second delay. The delay, of course, can be changed as to whatever you like. Now, once the button is pressed again, this T flip-flop immediately turns this torch off. Well, actually, after a 1-second delay, but it'll turn this torch off. And instead of having a 2-second delay like this one, it'll have a 1-second delay to turn this off. So, and then same thing happens, and then you basically repeat. Now, before I did this, I posted requests. Sorry, I was looking for help to make this on the Minecraft forums. I wasn't exactly sure how to start this off, and this one guy, his name is Carnivian. He really helped me out. He gave me an idea on how to start this. He himself wasn't sure how to make it, but he started playing around with it, and he came up with he basically came up with the AND gate and this T flip-flop right here. Sorry, no, he just came up with this, with basically the 3 circuits, but it didn't have any of the T flip-flops. It just had an AND gate over here, and this AND gate wasn't here either, and these 2 flip-flops weren't there either. None of the T flip-flops were there either. So thank you for that, Carnivian. So then I posted this. Once I finished this design, I posted on the Minecraft forums, and then Carnivian helped me once again. He found out a much more simple way of doing this. This is my design. This is his design. Much more simple. Much more compact. It works perfectly fine. It works exactly the same way. You have a delay. Okay, the way it works, a lever forks off into 2 circuits, which go into 2 sides of an AND gate. One side is delayed, one isn't. So once it's pressed, it'll have to wait for the delay to turn on, and there's a delayed start. And since this immediately goes off, it doesn't have to wait for the delay to turn off. So delay, no delay. Simple. Now, however, alright, it'll go in a second. Okay, so there's one thing that my design has that his doesn't, though. It's basically what you see is what you get.